back to my channel Learn with Radhika. I hope you all are doing good. As I said, I will be back with a new video soon. So here I am. This video is all about lesson plan on sources of energy. I have already uploaded 2 parts of this video. Now this is the 3rd part. So without wasting time, let's get started. As I've already explained you in the previous videos that whenever we start a lesson plan, first of all we have to write the general entries here: date, class, subject, name of the chapter, period, and the duration. So the name of our chapter is sources of energy, and the topic we are going to cover today is non-conventional sources of energy. Then we write general objectives, specific objectives. Specific objectives are based on Bloom's taxonomy, which is knowledge, comprehension, and application. We have 2 more objectives, but I have taken here only 3: knowledge, comprehension, and application. Students will be able to recall greenhouse effect. These are some of the action words which we keep in mind while making the objectives. Will be able, then will be able to discuss, will be able to list, will be able to explain, will be able to use. These are the action words used for particular objectives. Then comes previous knowledge. Previous knowledge includes the topic which we have already covered in our previous classes. So in our previous classes of sources of energy, we have already covered ideal sources of energy, conventional sources of energy, and improvements in technology for using conventional sources of energy. Now comes introduction part. These part includes introductory questions which are related to our previous knowledge, the topics which we have already covered. The pupil teacher asks the questions from the students, and students answer these questions, and the last question should be the problematic question. And in the last question only, we means pupil teacher is going to introduce the topic that is to be done on that particular day. So after the problematic question, we introduce the topic non-conventional sources of energy. Now this is the first teaching point. First topic that we are going to cover is solar energy. Again, the pupil teacher we call these questions as developmentary questions. Pupil teacher asks the questions from the students, and you can use your whiteboard, blackboard, or you can use smart board just to relate, so that the students can relate with the question. For example, the question is what is greenhouse effect, so we can draw the image on the board, or we can show it in the smart board. So it is not compulsory, but it makes the session more interesting, more interacting, and easy for the students to recall the things. So these are the developmentary questions which are to be asked by the pupil teacher. Now after 3 to 4 questions, one teaching point should include 3 to 4 questions, not more than that. After asking some questions, pupil teacher explains the particular topic, like we were discussing solar energy. So now the pupil teacher explains the topic and students will listen carefully. Now the same teaching point includes another topic to be covered. So these are the developmentary questions for this. After that, again the pupil teacher explains something, whatever she has asked to the students, or whatever she was trying to relate with. Now comes the 3rd part of the developmentary questions, and you can also do it with a certain activity. This is the activity involved here. Very important thing, you should try to improve, or you should try to take more and more activities, or you should try to make your lesson plan more and more interacting. Use many activities rather than lecture method. It becomes tedious for the students. So this was the activity which I included in this lesson plan, and then students will be able to answer your questions more easily. Then again we'll explain the topic. Now you must be thinking, one teaching point. The teaching point was solar energy. One teaching point is including three statements or three parts. It is done because solar energy is a huge topic, and we are not willing to teach all the topics or all the points at a stretch or all together. So we break it into 2 to 3 parts, so it becomes easy for the students to understand. Like, first of all, I have explained them the concept of solar cooker by relating them with greenhouse effect. Then we'll explain about solar cooker. We'll ask some questions about reflecting mirrors and glass plate and everything like that. Then that pupil teacher explained about solar cooker. After that we took an activity. Then I explained another topic, that why these containers are painted black. Okay, now these are the evaluation questions. In lesson plan we involve only the questions, not the answers. These are the questions based on the first teaching point, that is solar energy. 2 to 3 questions are sufficient. Then comes teaching point 2, that is nuclear energy. Now this method is lecture method. These are the developmentary questions. What is nucleus? What is consist of? What is fission? What do you understand by nuclear fission? Then the pupil teacher explained the topic. Again, next set of developmentary questions. Now she asked fission, what happens during nuclear fission, what is this energy used for, and then again she explained the topic. So one teaching point can involve 2 to 3 topics, not more than that. Or you can also take one topic. It's not a necessarily you have to take 2 to 3 topics. If your topic is quite large, quite lengthy, then you may break it into 2 to 3 parts. Then the evaluation questions, try to make them objective instead of subjective. So these I have taken MCQs. I'll give some options to the students and then they'll choose the correct one. Then there is recap of both the teaching points. Recapitulation involves the questions from both the teaching points, that is solar energy and nuclear energy. These are the MCQs, 3 questions I have mentioned here. And then comes the home assignment. Home assignment is necessary to mention in the lesson plan. I have given it need not to be objective. You can take them subjective so that students can write in their own words. So the homework which I have given is, what is nuclear energy, its advantages, and are there places where solar cookers would have limited utility. That means, what is the disadvantage of using solar cooker. I have tried to manipulate the questions instead of asking it directly, what is the disadvantage of solar cooker. So this was all about the lesson plan on sources of energy. This is part 3. Now if you have any other doubt or you want me to upload the lesson plan on any other topic, any subject, please let me know in the comment section. So I'll definitely try to fulfill all your requests. And if you have any queries, you can comment me in the comment section below. And thank you for watching. Do subscribe the channel if you have not done yet. Share it with your friends who are pursuing B.Ed or any other teaching degree, or who are interested in pursuing. Please share it with them. Thank you.